Hey, what's going on, you guys? Mr. Money1235 here again, back for Q&A Part 5. Man, I love doing these, so let's do it again. What do you think of The Offspring? I love The Offspring. I think they're a really good punk band. They make really exciting, fun music. I really like the album Smash and Americana. Those would be my favorites by them, but I haven't really listened to their newest one, Days Go By, from last year. I haven't listened to that yet, but yeah, I like The Offspring. Can you show your game collection, and can I add you on the PlayStation Network? So here are my games. I thought it would be easier if I just came out here and showed you one at a time instead of carrying this entire stack in here. Basically, the Uncharted series, the Godfather game, Rocksmith, Rock Band 3, Beatles Rock Band, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, even though the game is shit, L.A. Noire, Jak and Daxter Collection, childhood favorite, sorry, Green Day Rock Band, the Plus Edition, Prince of Persia, Sims 3, Rock Band 1 and 2, Warriors of Rock, World Tour, Modern Warfare 2, even though I don't really like Call of Duty that much, Borderlands, Bioshock Infinite, and my favorite game of all time, Red Dead Redemption, my favorite game of all time. I also have a few games downloaded. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, just because I'm a fan of the show. The game isn't that great, but the show is. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas, Vice City Stories. I got Bully, Little Big Planet, Infamous. Yeah, I have a few. And sure, you can add me on the PlayStation Network. Anybody out there with a PlayStation 3? Murdoch is God 1990. Find me. Find me. Are Green Day the best live band in the world right now? Yeah, probably. They put on a damn good show. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Queens of the Stone Age came out with a new tour to promote this new album and totally blow them out of the water, but Green Day put on such a great show. They're probably the best in the world right now, in my opinion. Worst album you've ever heard in your entire life? Do you have any CDs that you regret buying? What's your favorite album of all time? Worst album I've ever heard in my entire life. Jeez, it's really hard for me to say because when I don't like a certain song, I normally shut it off or I don't really try that much again. I did really like that Kesha album, the newest one, Warrior. I reviewed it and then took it back down again because it got flagged for copyright, but I really wasn't a huge fan of that album. I don't know if it's the worst I've ever heard in my entire life, but I didn't like her CD. Do I have any CDs that I regret buying? Yeah, I had the Revenants and an Out of Control album. I only got that album because I really liked a song that they had on Rock Band 3. Total waste of money. I didn't really like much on that album after the one song, Last Dance, I think it was. Yeah, that was a little disappointing. I shouldn't have got that. Got it off eBay for like $5 though, so it wasn't a total waste, but I shouldn't have fucking sprung on it that quick. Other than that, I can't think of any more. And my favorite album of all time would have to be Demon Days by Gorillaz, just because I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking about music to you guys without that album, because that's the album that kind of inspired me to actually try to create music myself, and out of that, I actually wrote some pretty good songs that I played with a band of mine that I had about 2 years ago, and you know, it's after that I started really exploring into other artists and stuff like that. So without Demon Days by Gorillaz, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. So it would have to be my favorite. It was so inspirational. John Lennon versus Paul McCartney. Who do you think was a bigger part of the Beatles? Do you prefer songs that John sung and composed or songs that Paul sung and composed? Man, that's a really hard question because both of those artists wrote some really damn good songs. I would probably have to say John Lennon, me personally. He's actually my favorite Beatle, but I think he was the most inspirational, and I think he had a good message behind his music, even after the Beatles, like when he was writing songs about, you know, like Imagine and all of his solo work. It was really inspirational, and I like John's attitude, and I think his songs were better, where Paul's were just a little bit more fun. And I mean, people might take that as like a reason to like Paul even more, but personally I just like John Lennon. I like his voice, I like the songs that he made. Yeah, still really hard to pick though. Ringo obviously is the Beatle that if they didn't have, they probably wouldn't be that lost without him, because even George Harrison, he wrote some of the best fucking songs by the Beatles, like Here Comes the Sun and Something, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I mean, come on, George Harrison got his fucking credit. I mean, Octopus's Garden, I mean, come on. That's the song right there that Ringo is famous for, Octopus's Garden. But, like, take any more of those singles would probably be better than Octopus's Garden from any standpoint, but still. Favorite Beatle, John Lennon, that's the point. What's the first album that you ever owned, and do you still have a copy of it? As a matter of fact, I fucking do. Here it is, right here. Weird Al Yankovic's Running with Scissors album. I got this album for my birthday. It was the very first CD that I ever had that I could call fully mine. Oh my god. I was a huge Weird Al Yankovic fan back in the day. I actually collected almost all of his albums. I think I'm missing one back from the really early 80s. But, yeah. The saga begins. When fucking Star Wars Phantom Menace came out, everybody panned it. Weird Al wrote this song about it that explained the entire movie. Me and my best friend memorized the lyrics. We'd sing this fucking song all the time. I have a lot of memories associated with this album. So, yes, my dad and me listened to this album a whole lot together, too. He's a pretty good Al fan as well, but, yeah. First album I ever had, right here. It's got a crack in it. I mean, it's been through some wear and tear, been about through 3 or 4 different house moves. So, we've moved a whole lot, me and my parents. So, I can't believe I still have it, but here it is. Running with Scissors, Weird Al Yankovic. What makes you not like country music? And what is your top 5 Green Day albums? Did you like their debut 39 Smooth? The thing I don't like about country music is a whole lot of it sounds the same. It has a whole lot of the same subject matter. Pickup trucks, drinking beer, lady left 'em. Those 3 subjects right there have inspired so many damn country songs. And, I don't know, the subject matter's the same. There's just something slow and mundane about it. And I mean, like, I do like some songs, like Itty Bitty by Alan Jackson. I love that song. I think it's really catchy. I think it's fun. I love that song. I even have a VHS my parents took of me singing Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson when I was a really little kid. I loved Alan Jackson back in the early 90s. And I really like Dwight Yoakam as well. He was another country artist that I can get into. So there's some out there. I just think the older country is better than the newer country that we have today. The Taylor Swift, the Blake Shelton, that can all just fucking go fuck itself. I think the older country is good. I mean, Hank Williams. Oh my god, Hank Williams. My dad played a whole lot of Hank Williams in our house, and I like him a whole lot. I actually can play a few of his songs on guitar, so older country, good. Today's country, bad. Should have clarified that. And my top 5 Green Day albums, and did I like 39 Smooth? 39 Smooth is my least favorite Green Day album. There's actually a few songs on there that I would skip, but I like a good chunk of songs on 39 Smooth. But my top 5 Green Day albums, let me think. Dookie, Nimrod, American Idiot, 21st Century, Dose. Those 5. Even though I love the entire Green Day trilogy, I thought Uno, Dos, and Tre was really great. A lot of people hate it. I thought it was perfect. Loved every single song of that trilogy. Sue me. Is a 5-inch dick good for a 14-year-old? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. Good for you. What are some of your least favorite albums from otherwise great artists and bands? Oh, this is a song that'll sure to get me a few dislikes. Well, my least favorite album from Linkin Park easily is Minutes to Midnight. I don't like how slow they went on that album. A whole lot of people would say 1,000 Suns, but I'm one of those people that considers 1,000 Suns to be in my top 3 Linkin Park albums, so fuck me with a rake. Let me think, what else? Like I said in the last question, 39 Smooth by Green Day, that's my least favorite from them. And then Showbiz from Muse, that's definitely my least favorite from them. Battleborn by The Killers, that was really disappointing. So yeah, there's a good list. Favorite book and movie. I'm going to be a little cliche here. I really like The Outsiders. I thought that was a really good book. I had to read that a few times in my elementary school years. Watched the movie quite a few times in my elementary school years. And I also really like The Book Thief. I had to read that in my junior year of high school. And I'm one of those people that don't really like to read a whole lot, but I actually really enjoyed that book. We also had to read The Lord of the Flies, which I fucking hated. Personally, I could not get into that book. It was just so descriptive and I got lost constantly, but anyway, those two, I guess. Favorite movie? Holy hell, that's way too hard. I did a video Q&A where I listed about 10 of my favorite films. I left out so many films. I really like Pulp Fiction. That's pretty fucking badass. I can't do it. I can't tell you my favorite, but that one right there is the first one that came to my head, so that's gotta say something. What record player or turntable do you own? This is my turntable right here. It's a Ion Profile Pro. It's one of those things that can turn your vinyls into MP3s. That's the purpose of it, but I just use it to play my records. So yeah, that's it. What's your favorite food? Meat Lovers Pizza. From about any place, really. As long as it's a Meat Lovers. Pepperoni, sausage, ham, bacon. Put all that shit on a pizza and you have made my fucking day. Probably explains why I'm so damn fat. Have you ever listened to the rap genre of music? Ever gave Eminem, Dr. Dre, or Tupac a try? Older Eminem, that's for sure. Listened to him a little bit. Kanye West. I really like Kanye West. I can never get into full albums by these people. I don't know why. I'm just like allergic to rap music. I have not yet found a single rap album that I've been able to listen to the whole thing through. I know it's out there for me. People say this all the time, and I do believe it's true. Don't subject yourself to just saying that any genre of music is crap. Because it's out there. Like I mentioned with the country music. I like older country music. That means I still like country music, technically. Don't say that you hate an entire genre of music, because there is an album out there, there's an artist out there that does that type of music, and you will like it. I firmly believe that's true. So, I just haven't found what that is for rap yet. I mean, like, you guys know the type of music I like. You know what I talk about. You've seen my album collection. If you can find any rap artists for me that would have any of the sounds of those bands, then I might be interested. But I just haven't found it yet. Something that I can truly say, oh my god, I love this rap artist. Just, I need to find it. Do you like the White Stripes? Yes, I really like the White Stripes. I really like a whole lot of Jack White's music, come to mention it. I really like the Dead Weather's first album. I really like a song from the Raconteurs. And I really love Blunderbuss. I thought Blunderbuss was a really great album. Lots of catchy things on that one, not just Love Interruption. Yeah, Jack White, he's the man. He's a lot of people would probably call him their musical hero. Mine's Damon Albarn, but I can see why people would see Jack White is their hero, so yeah. Cool beans. Alright, that's it, you guys. Mr. Money 1235, leave more questions below. Later.